putting the people first and not the business itself, because the business will follow.
Yeah.
So how did you build this mindset?
Through failure. No, but it's serious. Like, it's like, if I look at myself like 10 years ago, I was much more focused on financial models and processes and tools and things like just kind of, and like thinking that you could kind of create this automated thing that would just grow, and it, you know, whereas actually, you know, and I think it's a function of tech crunch. Like, everyone just reads about like tech companies and tech, and actually, when you dissect most businesses, there's technology, but really they're just like a new business model leveraging technology. Like, it's all about the people as opposed to fundamentally just the technology. And like, everything that gets written about in the sort of tech industry and the startup universe ignores the human side of it a lot. And actually, like, it doesn't matter what subscription model it is, or like SaaS model or whatever, there's a hell of a lot of people involved. And if they're not doing their work collaboratively in a good way, that whole thing doesn't work. Whereas obviously it gets sold and spun as just pure tech, but none of them are. So I just think the reality is that people have to learn to spend more time thinking about successful teams, and I think you'll discover that you'll waste a lot less money and you know, be more efficient and effective as a company.
So, like, in this context, it's founders' job to do this kind of thinking, like how I get.
Yeah, so yeah, it ultimately everything comes down to the founders. We, like in Takumi, we got really lucky when we hired our CRO, who is now the CEO, so Sven. Yeah, the number one thing we recruited for was culture fit. I mean, like, literally, we had 3 amazing candidates at the end that we recruited for culture fit, and it allowed the beginnings of the culture to blossom. And like, he, you know, and he was so good at it that like when it was time, you know, he took over as the CEO at the beginning of this year, and it's allowed us to grow. So like, it's not just the founders, it's anyone in a senior position should be thinking about, like, they should have practically like a people first approach to things. And like, in our Takumi culture, it's not about like, it's leadership as opposed to management. Management tends to be like, why did you miss your number? Like, tell me the 5 things you're doing to fix it, as opposed to going like, how can I help you to hit that number? Or, you know, enabling. So like, I've always tried to build like coaching style or enabling style management cultures recently. I think initially it was like, you know, yeah. So, and it seems to be more successful because people are happier. Happy people tend to go out of their way to try and be, you know, help the company and like work collaboratively and everything like that. Whereas if everyone's there like going like, you know, hating Monday mornings, you're never going to be that successful. Whereas if they kind of are excited about Monday mornings, then you do better dynamics.
What would you tell yourself, like, so you can get the message?
Number one thing I would tell myself first is like, close down the Excel spreadsheet because it's not going to help you. Don't get me wrong, I love data and I love KPIs and I love measuring and monitoring stuff. But like, making like projections out is just a whole bunch of like, it's like correct formulas with random inputs. So like, whatever comes out, like, it's just this, like, you don't know even 3 months ahead really in the early few years of like where the market's going to be, because you're literally discovering a new market. You and your competitors are discovering a new market. So you just have to focus on A, not running out of money, and B, just like trying to build a really good team and product. Ironically, the one thing that like most investors want is some kind of projections and stuff. So it's like this like mass illusion of like, this is what we're going to look like in 3 years. It's like, you have no idea. If I look at even the first Takumi projections, they look very different because the market is completely different than what we thought it would be. So I think you just have to focus on like, you know, much more people than I ever really appreciated until I learned that it makes